The Christmas Chronicles was released in 2018 and was directed by Clay Catus. It tells the story of Teddy and his younger sister Kate, who stay up on Christmas Eve together to try catch Santa Claus, but things end up getting messed up and the two kids need to team up with Santa Claus to save Christmas 2018.
So this is one of those Christmas movies that I just never saw before. I remember it being kind of popular, but kind of not popular. I remember a few people talking about it, but not a whole lot. So I decided to watch it for the first time. And what did I think of it? I thought it was okay. I wasn't that big fan of this film. I can definitely see why some people might like it, and I can understand why some people wouldn't like it. For me, the biggest issue was simply the story. The storyline was just not really that interesting. It's a bit bland, a bit generic, a bit boring in areas. Some scenes go on for too long, especially in the first act. Some of the acting is a bit over the top and not very believable. And it kind of copies plot elements from other Christmas movies such as Arthur Christmas, the Santa Claus trilogy, and the Polar Express, which are much better films in my opinion. And I just didn't think the storyline was that good. I just didn't think the writing was all that great. I didn't think the story was very good, honestly. Some of the special effects in green screen were pretty poor, honestly, which I was kind of surprised about. I thought most of the effects were decent enough, and I thought visually the movie looked nice enough with the color correction and the lighting. But I thought the actors didn't really do a very good job playing their roles. I thought they kind of were a bit overacted. The acting just felt very over the top. It just didn't feel believable. I think Kurt Russell does a fine job as Santa Claus. He is pretty funny in a few scenes, but I didn't think Kurt Russell was the right one to play Santa Claus. I don't know. I didn't believe him as an accurate portrayal of the Santa Claus character. I understand it's a different take, but I don't think Kurt Russell was the right choice to play Santa Claus. But that's just me personally. And the characters, not really that great either.
Teddy was an okay protagonist. His arc was pretty generic and had no uniqueness to his story, and it just felt very predictable. Kate was okay too. She was kind of annoying and quite generic in the first act, but she was okay for who she was. While I feel Kurt Russell wasn't the right choice to play Santa Claus, I did think the character was pretty decent. He made me laugh and was actually pretty funny throughout the film.
Every other character is quite weak, not really in the movie, and quite forgettable, honestly. The music of the movie, though, is pretty decent, actually. The soundtrack is pretty good. So yeah, I can positively say the film does have a pretty good music score. Well, this isn't by any means a bad movie, and definitely is worth a watch. I just didn't think it was very good.
Overall, The Christmas Chronicles is an okay movie. The storyline is a bit weak and the characters aren't all that interesting. The music is good, but some of the effects are pretty poor and a lot of the acting isn't quite believable. To those who like it, that's absolutely great and I do respect that, but for me, it's just okay. I'm going to give The Christmas Chronicles a 6 out of 10.
So that's my review for The Christmas Chronicles. I will review the sequel. Until then, everyone, take care. Stay tuned for my next review. Take care, guys. Thank you for watching, and skadoosh.